When does thinking magically become magical thinking? Hi, I'm Sandra from mysterywitchschool.com, and if you're new to this channel and you want to become a witch or a Wiccan, or you just want to know more about it, hit the subscribe button below so that you don't miss anything. In this video, I wanted to just talk about the idea of magical thinking, because in a world now where magic's much more out there, we've got it very big in the more, it's coming into the mainstream. It's been in the new age for quite some time, and a lot of people following the law of attraction, which taps into magic. It's quite easy to fall into the trap of what's called magical thinking. So that's where we're so inundated with a lot of marketing about law of attraction and about, just whatever your thoughts are, they become things, and all you need to do is start thinking positively and doing vision boards and doing this sort of thing, and then you can get what you want. On television we see people doing magic, and it's really quick and it's easy, and they just say some words and they might gather some herbs and poof, it starts happening. It's really easy for us to fall into the habit of believing that magic, at casting for something or enchanting for something, is going to instantly bring it to us without us needing to do anything else about it. Because they don't know, the people who are often speaking about law of attraction or that more mainstream idea of magic, don't understand the mechanics of magic. So yes, you can have miracles with magic, and I've certainly had experiences where I've cast for something and it's come to me really easily, but that's usually because it was something that was quite easy to come in the first place, and it was already in my sphere of availability, because the actions that I needed to take to bring it in, or to grab hold of it when it came, were quite simple and quite within my mindset to go and do. But some magic can be really hard to have success with. It's not just a matter of casting a spell for something, whether it's a relationship or whether it's money, and that money coming to you in the way that you really want it to come to you. It might come to you in really small amounts. It might come to you in ways that aren't really that helpful. Or it might not come to you at all. And the reason for that may simply be because you don't have, it's not available to you in the environment in which you are in. Money can come, yes, it can come through inheritance, it can come through winning things, it can come from a job, it can come from a business, it can come from people giving you money. But if you're really wanting a lot of money and you're wanting that wealth and that prosperity, you have to actually create an environment in which that can manifest physically, because magic needs a physical channels to manifest. To bring it into your sphere of availability, you have to be able to be in a situation in which it can flow in to you. So if you're living on the streets and you're homeless, enchanting for wealth is probably a step too far out of your sphere of availability. The next step, if you're homeless, would be to perhaps find a shelter in which you will have a roof over your head and food in your belly, so that you can then start to put your life back together again and find ways of bringing an income into you, and do the magic along the way for each next step, rather than doing a magical spell and expecting to win 20 million in the lotto. And even though people do win 20 million in the lotto, it's a really hard thing to just expect it's going to fall in your lap without you doing anything physically to allow it and open up the pathways for it to flow to you. When you think that you can just open your mouth and a roast chicken is going to fly into it, that's magical thinking. When you're thinking magically, you're thinking strategically, in the sense that when you're creating anything in your life, whether it is making something physical, like doing a work of art, or if you're building a house, You have plans, you have things you know you have to do to bring in order to build the house. And so you would then do your magic for each step of that process. You don't need to know how something is going to come to you. That isn't your responsibility. But you need to know what the next thing is that you need in order to bring the bigger picture things to you. So if they're just small little things to enchant for, then they probably will come to you very easily. But if they're big picture things like becoming wealthy and not ever having to work again, then you probably need to do a lot of rearranging of your life, your mindset around money, the way you understand finance, the way you understand how to make money, how to be wealthy. People who are wealthy work for their wealth mostly. It's very rare that people just come into wealth. Most of the people who are wealthy have done a lot of work to build that wealth. And even if they're born into that wealth, they have to sustain it and maintain it. So it's about understanding how all of that works and how much wealth you want to have, because it's up to you how much money you want to have available to you in sources that you're not, that are in reserve for you, so that when you need it, you can draw on it. It's changing your whole way of thinking. And the same with relationship magic. If you're wanting to cast for a relationship and a beautiful, loving relationship, then you need to be a loving person. You need to love yourself first, and you need to be creating an environment within yourself where love can enter. There's no point hating yourself and beating yourself up and being very bitter towards yourself and other people, and then expecting that the type of love you're going to want is going to come to you, because the magic is probably going to just bring you more of the same, and that's probably not what you're wanting. You're probably wanting something different. So it's not just a matter of clicking your fingers and bang, the magic's going to happen. It takes personal work on yourself and who you are in order to magically create or co-create the type of life that you want. And that's why magic is as much a self-development process as it is just being able to create the life that you want to create. There's much more complexities to it than a lot of the New Age gurus and the law of attraction people are putting out there in their marketing. So that is a little bit about magical thinking versus thinking magically. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you are wanting to learn Wicca or Witchcraft and you are a bit stuck knowing where to start, I have a free download. It's a free video training that helps motivate you, get you clear on what you want, so that you can then, and I help you build a little bit of a blueprint to help get you started in that video, and that's a free video, so that the details to that will be below this video in the description field. So don't forget to like, share, and comment on this video, and I will see you on the next one. Blessed be.